Hello and welcome to Markout Moments SummerSlam Night 1 review, SummerSlam Night 2 preview. I'm joined by Pondwater Dave. I am, of course, Dollar Bill Dave, so it's the Dave and Dave show today.
Dave squared.
Pondwater, what'd you think about last night?
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I mean, after the Aldous Gunther match, everything was downhill after that. I mean, for me, that Aldous Gunther's going to be like what I'll be singing praises about for a while. It's everything I love about professional wrestling. When wrestling works, there's nothing better. Who knew that actually having a wrestling match would be a gimmick in 2026?
I agree with you. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. There was a lot of filler, like always. Way too many commercials, like always. And I think it really just disrupts the flow of the pay-per-view so much, or I guess the PLE so much, that it just drives me crazy. I think it was said that, the show went about 7 to 10 minutes long. So 3 hours and 10 minutes. And overall, the in-ring product, I think we had 88 minutes of in-ring action.
I mean, I was at a softball tournament, and we were there for 16 hours yesterday. So I had plenty of time to watch this. I watched it on my phone. But I had a break in between matches. It didn't.
I'm not saying you have to have one after the other. It doesn't need to be literally as soon as everybody is back to the dressing room, music hits.
Right.
But my God, I mean, it was between the end of Liv Morgan and Io Sky, it was more than 10 minutes before music hit for the next match.
Correct.
That's a little long. But I mean, the matches themselves were okay. I thought Liv Morgan and Io Sky was a great match.
I thought it was too.
I actually really enjoyed the 6-man tag. Let's see, what was the Bleacher Report grades? I had them pulled up. I lost them.
I like the 6-man tag. I didn't watch the women's match, the six woman match, because I knew I wasn't going to like it.
It was not good.
No, I mean, I don't normally, because I just don't get the Bellas. Never have, never will. And I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan. I've been consistent since day one. I don't. And I knew I wasn't going to like it, so I didn't watch it.
So, I'm not a fan. There's nothing believable about the Bellas to me. I don't look at the Bellas and think, oh my God, they're going to kick someone's ass. I just don't see it. I did predict that either the Bellas were turning on Paige or Paige was turning on the Bellas. So nailed that.
Yeah.
But our grades right now, you got Bleacher Reports released their ratings for Night 1 SummerSlam. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan was a C+. In what world was that match a C+? That was a great opening match.
Unless you're going to count off for the outside interference. I get that they had to do it, but it didn't need it.
It didn't need it. They had to do it. But the main thing is every Judgment Day match is the same. And
they've got a formula. There's definitely
Judgment Day has been around way too long now. And you think about it, Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania, 2 WrestleManias ago, was so over. He won the Intercontinental title. He ended up dropping that Intercontinental title to John Cena, then won it back from John Cena, is the mega champion in AAA, and he's Magoo on WWE TV right now. And they literally have, so you have the 3 women, you have Liv, Raquel, and Roxanne Perez. And then you have JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. I mean, everything about the original Judgment Day is gone.
Yeah, and Dom didn't organically cool off. He was like nuclear hot, and it's like it's like they just kind of like forgot he was there.
Yeah. Well, because they spend so much time not presenting any sort of wrestling on their shows.
Now,
C+, no way. There's no way that match was anything less than a B+.
Yeah, definitely. And they started the show off great. It just, you're right though. If it's a Judgment Day match, you know what you're going to get.
Right.
And a few weeks ago, I ranted on my podcast. Then that's why I've completely pivoted to Legend of Wrestling. I'm not gonna. There's plenty of podcasts that crap on AEW and WWE, and I don't want to be that podcast anymore. But it's the predictability and it's the reusing of, like, even when we talk about Hell in the Cell, there wasn't. I mean, you know that you're going to have you're going to use the stairs. You know you're going to use the chairs. You know there's going to be a ladder. We really didn't use the cage that much, and that was kind of disappointing to me.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
But I'm saying there's a formula that we seem to be reusing. Nut shots are overdone. Black hoodies are overdone. Everything that they're doing, you shouldn't. You got to use things sparingly. And if you don't use things sparingly, there's no shock value to them anymore.
Yeah. But you had, match 2, you had the Usos and Jacob Fatu versus Royce Keys, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa. That was the only match where, and we got Darren and Matthew Elvis Presley here, but that's the only match where, when I went through the odds yesterday, the Usos and Jacob Fatu were actually favored and ended up losing. I said, the way it seems, I said it looks like LA Knight's going to get pinned because for some reason they just can't seem to do anything with LA Knight. But LA Knight picks up the victory in a great match. Solo Sikoa seems to have some real fanfare behind him right now. Fans are really enjoying this new Solo Sikoa. So the main question is is it genuine or is he a plant for the bloodline? But match was great. Solo was over. He got the yeet going during the middle of the match, did a couple different things. It was great. Jacob Fatu still is a monster. I don't know how he's not pushed up because I would love to see some Obafemi Jacob Fatu stuff. Coach Keith's here. Match 3. And that match was given a B-. No way. That was a fun match. Crowd was into it. Maybe a little short for my liking.
Oh, Solo got that pew over.
Yeah.
They needed to do something with him because Solo was Jacob Fatu in WWE before Fatu got there.
Right.
I mean, he was an absolute killer.
He was the quiet killer in the bloodline.
And they neutered him.
But now he can talk. And I think you're getting to see more of the real Solo Sikoa.
And I think that Solo and Fatu ought to have a program. Where Solo reminds people that I'm that guy before that guy.
Yeah. I mean, they did have a short program, but I'd like to see more of it. Match 3, you had Gunther defeated Nick Aldis. That was rated a B-. Don't see that either. That was a great match. Nick Aldis hadn't laced up the boots in 3 years and hadn't missed a beat.
Yeah, that was, I mean, I'm not going to say Meltzer should give it 5 stars, but it's over 4.
So I B-, absolutely not. But that's another one where I'd like to have seen it go a little bit longer. Gunther is awesome, but I'd like to see WWE give Nick Aldis a chance. But as a heel, Nick Aldis is a better heel than babyface.
Right, but
Gunther
shined him up.
He did. He made Nick
before
Aldis
he
look
beat
good.
him.
Yep.
Aldis did nothing in that match to embarrass himself. I
Nope.
love that And I love that it wasn't like sleeper on game over. They actually let him get power up, and then took him back down again.
Yep. So it was good. Match 4, Fatal Influence versus the Bellas and Page was a C. I agree. Not
That's
good.
Too high. That's too high. I didn't see it. I know it's too high, but go ahead.
Brie Bella got injured early on, and I guess she ended up at the hospital last night, shoulder injury. So the Bellas seem kind of snake bit since their return. Match 5, your undisputed WWE Championship match. Cody Rhodes lost to CM Punk.
Hang on,
with
Dave.
the return of Randy Orton. I really hate that the dirt sheets ruined it. That said Orton and pretty much KO are on their way back and expect them immediately. That's my one. You don't see anybody spoiling anything for any other companies.
Yeah.
Why do they spoil WWE?
In fairness, I didn't see any of that, but I felt strongly that Randy Orton probably would make his presence felt last night.
So I would have rather seen Cody turn heel.
Without reading it.
I would rather have Cody turned heel, but I guess with the merch sales and stuff, it's not in the cards. But at some point, we need a heel Cody.
Cody's working like a heel, though.
We need a heel Cody.
Without being a heel, he's being a heel.
Bleacher Report gave that a B+. I agree. It wasn't definitely wasn't as good as Punk and Roman at WrestleMania. Only one real botch of the match. Punk did a moonsault off top rope and completely missed.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was the worst moonsault in the history of moonsaults, and he knew it. Yeah.
So I would, in times like that, when it's so just blatantly obvious, I hate that he even went for a cover and, did anything. Because, it's like, dude, we all saw that. You were nowhere near him. Let's pivot and do something
Cody
else.
was too close to the corner. So he could, if he would have laid that moonsault out, he was going to clear Cody by a mile. But you can't try to do the little compact moonsault like he did. I recognize where it went wrong, but he laughed because he knew that was not good. And let me just call out CM Punk for his Minnesota North Stars throwback gear. Now, I do appreciate that you didn't pander to the Wild because they are the absolute gutter trash of the NHL, but they think they invented hockey. It's well documented my hatred of the Minnesota Wild, or my disdain or really dismissal of them. Because if I say that I hate them, it gives them the validation they're looking for. They're not worth. Punk going back 35 plus years for the Minnesota North Stars tells me that the Wild are garbage. But anyway, as a diehard Chicago Blackhawks fan, I can't believe that he would entertain that. I'm not wearing any other team's hockey gear. I'm mad at the Cowboys, but you're not going to see me wear another team's hat right now. That was just CM Punk with pandering at its finest, and it's kind of out of character for. That being said, I thought it was really cool gear.
Yeah, it looked good. It did look great, but just B+. I agree, B+. That botch was bad. But if nobody's turning, it ended the way it had to end.
If you're going to use Randy Orton, I would have preferred that Randy Orton just came in and RKO'd everybody. Punk, Cody, the referee, no decision. But I'll be interested to see if that he did it out of the side of Punk, and until Punk finds out after the match that Orton did that.
Well, he did find out because they did. Punk was on after the post show, and found out about it, and basically said that he beat Randy Orton. He beat Randy Orton's mom, his dad, his brother, everybody else too. So we'll see what they're gearing up for. Our main event of night one, Hell in a Cell, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, B+. I got about the match went about as long as I thought it would. I thought it'd be longer than your typical Brock Lesnar match since it closed the show. Pretty neat spot with Brock ripping the canvas up, showing the hardwood, hitting Obafemi with the tombstone. Pretty sure Obafemi was supposed to hit his powerbomb on that wood, but kind of missed. But
either that or Brock wasn't going to take it on the.
Well, it looks like it looks like it was supposed to happen, and Brock was looking like, oh, we missed the spot. But overall, it was fine. The match was given a B+. I agree on Bleacher Report, but I mean, I don't really know. There was no need for that match to be a Hell in a Cell because the cell wasn't really used other than the first 2 minutes. They did
the table spot out in the cage. They did the stairs, but I don't really see the cell. I'm gonna tell you, they missed an opportunity. I thought about this morning, Dave. They could have created a new structure for this.
A heck on the deck.
How about? I mean, Paul Heyman coined a phrase: "The master of the Broctagon." TKO is the same company. You could have put that. You could have put that in an octagon.
Yeah.
And called it the Broctagon. You could have done a different type of cage.
You could have done like what WWE did back in the day with Ken Shamrock and Owen Hart.
He could have called him out instead of for Hell in a Cell. No. Now you're gonna fight me on my terms in the Broctagon.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been. That's an opportunity missed.
Yep, I agree. So, I mean, it could have been just a regular cage match. Yeah. So, but I mean, it just Hell in a Cell. That wasn't Hell in a Cell. I mean, obviously, like I said in the group chat, obviously we knew nobody was going off the top of Hell in a Cell. I don't like anybody going off top of Hell in a Cell anyway with the new cell because it's way too damn tall. Now the old cell,
I hate it because they put a platform up there for them to stand on.
But this isn't the same Hell in a Cell that Shawn Michaels and Undertaker wrestled on, and Undertaker and Mankind. This is much bigger, and I mean, taking spots off that's just stupid. So make it smaller. It's just way too tall. But match was okay. It did a good job. It put Oba over, but I mean.
I don't disagree with Bleacher giving it a B.
Yeah, B+. So overall, Bleacher Report gave the night a C+. I mean, I think it was better than a C+. It was a B.
It was a spectacle.
It was good B.
I mean, the Brock Oba match was a spectacle.
But I kind of think this
is attraction. How about that? That's what I'm.
Since the last real pay-per-view that was just absolutely tremendous was I guess the WrestleMania where Cody won, WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 39 and WrestleMania 40 really stood out. WrestleMania 39 night 1 was absolutely phenomenal. Night 2 had Vince McMahon all over it, and it was not as good. WrestleMania 40, much better. But since then, this is kind of what you're getting with WWE and their PLEs. They're just glorified Raws and SmackDowns now. But on to night 2, we got to rush. Dave's got a time crunch, but so we'll start night 2. Match number 1: Human Monies on a pole match.
This is marketing because they have released Danhausen's Human Monies at Fanatics on the WWE shop.
Yep. So this is a way because
we're selling the kids human monies.
Yep. So Danhausen versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio wants his money back. Danhausen's refusing. Human Money's on a pole. Judgment Day is going to be involved heavily. So what are we going to get on the Danhausen side? Are we going to get the mini Danhausens or what?
We're going to get the mini Danhausens. Maybe Zack Ryder instead of Matt Cardona. Maybe we'll get the Miz. Maybe we'll get the Miz.
Joe Henry going to be there.
Maybe the Miz and Kip or Zombified coming out and helping him. I like that it's a pole match. Danhausen should not get a 1-2-3 over Dom, but I can see Danhausen getting the human monies on the pole and throwing it to the crowd.
So here we go. Your odds for this match. Danhausen minus 400, heavy favorite. Rey Mysterio plus 250. I mean, I don't see how Rey Mysterio wins this match, especially with how they're pushing Danhausen. What'd I say, Ray? I meant Dom.
Keep saying Ray.
Yeah, Dominic.
Ray's not even his dad, dude.
Yeah, Eddie is, right? So Dom Mysterio plus 250, Danhausen minus 400. I mean, I don't see any world where Dominic Mysterio wins this match.
No, this is going to be set up for fun. Dom is going to play his part perfectly because Dom can do that. And this
is one of those matches though where the fans like myself, especially the kids, younger fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
The hardcore wrestling fans are going to hate it, and the wrestling media is going to shit all over it. But all in all, I mean, Danhausen is all over the world right now.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole Knicks thing and the way he's gotten really lucky with these curses.
Dude, I just bought a Knicks cap on TikTok for $1.
I need Danhausen to curse the Los Angeles Dodgers because they're killing Major League Baseball. So that needs to be next. But match number 2, and I have no order or no idea what the order of the matches are. I just started out. So here we go. Match number 2, your number 1 contenders match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. The betting odds have shifted in this match. Sami Zayn was plus 250 or minus 250, and Finn Balor was plus 110. Now we have Sami Zayn as even money, and Finn Balor's minus 140 as a slight favorite. I don't know. This is one, I mean, I can't call it. You got CM Punk as a face. You know, you would think that they're going to gear up for Sami Zayn to get a return match. But at the same time, I mean, Balor's your first ever undisputed WWE champion. Got injured the night of and has been just never been pushed since.
I feel like I'm with Coach Keith that I feel like it's Sammy on this one, Dave. I think Finn deserves better. But do we see the return of KO to help Sammy?
That's what I'm wondering. Does KO come in and help Sammy? So, and then you set up the KO and Finn Balor feud?
I don't think Sammy's going to win clean.
Not a chance Sammy wins clean.
There is going to be, well, Wade B85 says KO returns cost Sammy. Finn has history with Seth, and they may go that route. I mean, I would love to see. I think Finn Balor's time is passed in WWE.
Well, the problem is I think
it shouldn't be that way, but I feel like
it shouldn't. He can still go. The demon character is huge, but the problem is he won the title in 2015, and then for 11 years, he literally won it 11 years ago at SummerSlam in 15, and for 11 years, he's been mid card at best since.
It's not just you, Darren. I thought that Darren says, is it just me or is Night 2 card going into it anyway worse than Night 1? I thought when they announced it, I thought 2 was the weaker of the 2 cards.
I disagree. I actually like Night 2. I like this match. I mean, obviously we're going to have a comedy match, but I like this match. I'm stoked for some of the other matches. We'll get there.
Okay.
But this
match is going to deliver.
I think this is going to be, if they give them time and it's not a 9-minute match, it will deliver. Match 3, your interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match. I don't know why they have the interim tag on there.
Because AEW is so good at it.
Take that crap off and make them the champion. Rhea Ripley's obviously injured. So you got Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green versus Lash Legend in a ladder match. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of people very unhappy with SmackDown. Lash Legend beating Julia in under 2 minutes. I don't think we're going to get a lot of crazy ladder spots in this match. Chelsea Green has been known to do a couple different things. Maybe Tiffany Stratton does something, but I don't think you're going to get a lot of craziness out of a 40-year-old Charlotte Flair who's seemingly got a bad wheel. I mean, it's healed right now, but she's had a lot of knee issues. Jade Cargill, I don't see her doing a bunch of shit through ladders and tables. And Lash Legend.
3 out of 5 of these women are prone to injury. And it drives me crazy that WWE and it didn't just start. I mean, like Edge came back, got cleared after all those years, and then they put him in that wild ass match with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, well, let's see if we can break them right out of the gate. The fan in me wants Chelsea Green to win this tonight.
Same. So your odds for this match, Charlotte -300. She's your favorite. Number 2, which surprised me, but here we go. Chelsea Green +200.
Really?
Yep. Lash Legend +400, Jade Cargill +400, and Tiffany Stratton at +900. So I think it wouldn't shock me, and I'd be very happy if Chelsea Green wins the interim title tonight. But however, I don't see, even if Chelsea Green were to win the interim title, I don't see her as a long-term champion to where she eventually faces Rhea Ripley for that title. She will hold the belt for a short while, lose it, and then whoever she loses it to, Lash Legend or Jade Cargill or somebody like that, will then go on to face Rhea Ripley. But
just for
Chelsea Green is who
alone,
I want to see win this. Yeah,
since they've gone with this lunacy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this at all.
I think it's going to be Charlotte, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Charlotte and Rhea will be a marquee matchup. The interim versus the champion. And if we're doing this, I think that Charlotte and Rhea is a bigger matchup. You're going to feel like against anybody else that Rhea is the favorite.
Yeah, and I mean, and Rhea can win.
I mean, okay, Chelsea Green's your interim champion against Rhea Ripley. Unless she's going to shock the world and beat Rhea when Rhea gets back. And that's at no disrespect to Chelsea, because I think Chelsea's probably the most entertaining woman on the roster.
She is by far.
And probably top 5 in all of professional wrestling. I love Chelsea Green, what she does. And she's been doing it. She's been the best kept secret in wrestling for years. And on a personal note, I'm not really would like Charlotte not to win this because I don't want to have to buy that belt. And since I have all of her belts, that crazy will take over and I'll have to buy one of them damn things. I hope you're right, Andrew. Andrew's saying Chelsea Green.
I'd be okay with it. Match 4. This is one I'm looking for.
Her husband had the same fate in Dallas 32, Wade.
This is a match I'm really looking forward to. Another one that I think could end up being absolutely incredible. Your Intercontinental Championship, Penta versus Chad Gable. Chad Gable's done full circle.
Hey, let me ask you, Dave, did ESPN do that gimmick last night where they gave the belt for the performance of the night?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I'm just wondering because they got like ESPN belts they're going to give for performance of the night. And I was wondering if they did it. But I guarantee you if they do that this match is going to get one.
Yeah, I expect this to be match of the night. Your odds, Gable -1,000, Penta +500. So Gable's a heavy favorite. Hometown Minnesota boy. He's got to win the title here. You know, he did the whole El Grande Americano thing, got hurt. Obviously, Ludwig Kaiser went in, did El Grande Americano better, and is really being pushed heavily in AAA. And I would expect him to win the Mega Championship from Mysterio in September. But Gable, it's Gable's time now. But Penta's incredible. But I just think, okay, he's had a long run. He's had a long, successful run, lots of title defenses. But it's okay to go ahead and lose this match to Chad Gable. And it's not going to hurt Penta in any way.
I would not be shocked for Penta to retain. unless Penta's going on to something bigger.
I think they can. I think they can go bigger with Penta.
If they're going to put Penta in the world title picture, then definitely, by all means, put it on Gable. But yeah, Chad Gable definitely deserves it. And I'm excited. I am excited for this one. This is the one I had circled on night 2.
Dominic wants the Lucha Brothers. Well, you're not going to get the Lucha Brothers because WWE doesn't give a shit about tag team wrestling, unfortunately. Match 5. This one's a head scratcher. United States Championship match. Trick Williams versus a returning Baron Corbin. Trick Williams is your favorite, minus 300. Baron Corbin plus 200. Not too crazy of odds. But
I'm excited. This is going to be a good match.
I think so too. But I mean, do you have Corbin lose already coming back? Or is there going to be some kind of shenanigans at play? What happens? But I mean, there's so many guys out there. This is one of those matches where, you know, I kind of expected if you're going to have a ladder match, it'd be something like this, and you can put Corbin in it. You can put Trick in it. You can put Carmelo Hayes in it. Some of these guys that have been on TV and been working with Trick. I mean, Trick can still go over, but.
Let me ask you, Dave, last night, did it hurt Nick Aldis to lose that match?
No. But he also didn't wrestle. He also
Corbin
didn't
doesn't
wrestle
have
a
to,
rookie.
Corbin doesn't have to go over to get over tonight.
I agree. I just think that this is the ceiling for Corbin is your mid-card titles, Intercontinental or US. And I mean, this is way better than Happy Corbin or Broke Corbin. You know, I like the lone wolf type Baron Corbin gimmick.
Yeah, I think Trick's going to get by the skin of his teeth. I think that I think they're building Corbin to be a monster, but everybody doesn't have to be a champion.
No.
And I think that we're just going to establish, I think you're going to see a more vicious Baron Corbin tonight. I think it's going to be a great match. I am so high on Trick Williams. Trick Williams is like right now, Oba and Trick are my 2 favorite wrestlers in WWE.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. They're 2 of my favorite.
Like I want the furry United States belt. I want the white furry jacket for my man cave. I don't normally put there's very little current talent that gets a spot in the man cave. But I am so damn high on Trick Williams. He reminds me of Gino Hernandez so much.
I think Trick's going to have a hell of a career for sure. Not sure where WWE goes. That's my one thing with Oba Femi right now is they've made him so dominant and so big and so powerful. Where do they go from here? Because, I mean, he can't always just destroy everybody. Eventually, he's going to have to get in matches with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, and he can't just destroy everybody. You know, somebody made a good comment that a tornado DDT in NXT from Ricky Saints beat Oba Femi, but a tombstone pile driver on wood didn't. You know. So what are we doing now?
Yeah, but Oba Femi could have been in AEW and shot 37 times with a machine gun and kicked out on 1.5.
Yeah, he would have no-sold that for sure.
I mean, you know.
But I mean, but I'm a huge fan. Oba Femi is he's got money written all over him for sure. But all right, our main event for
people in the Obacon.
Obagon, yeah.
Obagon.
Our main event tonight,
it's Oba.
Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. This match was there. I mean, you know, Seth just came out and said, "I'm number 1 contender." Obviously, they did it to sell tickets, but not a lot of. This one doesn't do it for me. I've seen this match.
I could not give a less of a shit about this match.
Yeah, this is the one where I don't care who wins. My main thing is if Roman wins, his ass needs to be on TV. If you want to be a part-time superstar like Brock Lesnar, then you don't get the belt. So,
I mean, I see the story they're telling that Roman's never been able to beat Seth. But I'm with you. I mean, congratulations that Roman's got an agent that gets him such a great deal that he gets all the money in the world and he don't hardly have to work for it.
Yeah.
Now, he's done a good – I think that Roman's done a good job since WrestleMania this summer. I think he's been more present.
He has.
I think he's been fairly entertaining. I just don't give a shit about this match.
Me either. We've seen it. And if they're both faces, it's not the same. If this was a heel Seth Rollins and a face Roman Reigns, it's different.
But I don't know. This is shades of gray. I don't know which one's a heel, which one's. I don't think Roman's a face.
They're I guess they're both kind of tweeners right now. But I mean
heel. Who's the heel and who's the face is one question, but who is a prick? Both of them.
Yeah,
they're both pricks. So
Andrew Hermes says we should be ashamed for disparaging the tribal chief. Keith Morrison, my tribal chief, is winning tonight. Roman's winning. It's the odds. Roman Reigns minus 2,000. Seth Rollins plus 750. So I mean, it's
and I'm gonna bring it back to why this makes sense. Because if you're gonna send Obafemi Obafemi's got a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
Roman looks like a bigger hill to climb than Cody or Punk.
I agree, and
I mean, Oba beating Punk doesn't do anything. I mean, that to me, because I will say I see Roman Reigns as a bigger star than CM Punk. I don't get why you fuckers love him. I don't get it. I don't get CM Punk. I never have.
I'm a fan.
I mean, he has good matches. I think
he has good matches. He's great on the mic.
I think he's the biggest. I think he's the biggest miss I think he is the biggest misstep in AEW history. That Tony Khan should have told the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and anybody else that had a CM Punk problem to get the fuck out. We don't need you. Y'all go back to the Indies because this guy's going to make my company credible. And I will say that him leaving AEW, he would have been the biggest thing to help AEW. That's
I agree. I think if Tony Khan could go back in time.
I get it because of the mass appeal.
Yeah.
I'm not part of the mass appeal, but I do understand.
I think if Tony Khan could go back in time, Jungle Boy would be gone.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega would be gone. I mean, because CM Punk in WWE is bigger than Kenny Omega in WWE.
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
The Young Bucks in WWE would do nothing because WWE does, like I said before, doesn't give a shit about tag team titles. I mean, you got 2-night SummerSlam. You have 2 sets of tag team titles. Neither one's even on the show.
But I do need Oba to take the title from Roman.
And I think that's what we're going to do. Unless we get Rock and Roman at WrestleMania in Saudi, it's going to be Oba and Roman.
Do you really want to see Rock and Roman?
I mean, I did a couple years ago. It's one of those.
I could care less if I ever see The Rock on WWE programming again.
Yeah, I mean, unless he's going to show up and actually be there from time to time, I'm done with him. But I mean, Saudi.
I wasn't impressed with his last outing.
Saudi's going to pull out all the stops to get Rock at WrestleMania in Saudi.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I'm not quite sure yesterday was the end of Brock Lesnar.
Andrew Hermes makes a great point.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what we want to see. And hey, and if I'm the head of TKO, I'm doing whatever the people in Saudi Arabia want me to do, because when I look at my ledger, the dollar amount that I'm entering into that side of the ledger is the biggest numbers I get come from Saudi Arabia. So, yeah. And on that note, I'm going to dip because I got granddad duties I got to go do.
It's blatantly obvious that what the fans want and what the corporate shills want, different things. Corporate wins every time with TKO.
Yeah, the attitude of WWE is we don't get to tell them what we want. They get to tell us what we want.
Yep. With that being said, that's it. So night 2, I'll come on tomorrow after work, sometime tomorrow evening, and we'll do a recap of night 2. So we will see you then.
I'll see you then.
Enjoy the show. I'm sure we'll all talk. You and I will be talking in our group chat, and I'm sure the rest of us will talk tomorrow.
It's good to see you, man. I've missed hanging with you. This was fun.
Yep. Do it soon.
All right.
Thanks for watching. See you next time right here on Markout Moments.